Good afternoon, dear class. I hope you all had a wonderful spring break. Today, I'm gonna recording a little bit about how do we move in the space. I think you had already reading the book that I've been sending to you, huh? If you had done some of the reading, you will know what I'm talking about. And we are using a different way to thinking about your body in the space. So that will give you some very clear information that you will be using it to instructing you or give you a lead how to move. So today I am going to introducing you 8 different way of looking at the space, and then your body is in the space. So if I say, for example, that you wanted to move, you wanted to dance, you are always dancing. That's first of all. But I'm gonna giving you some instruction, like a score that we're all moving together. So the first thing when we're talking about the space, we can thinking about how do we open the space. Yeah, the space. If I'm giving you an example that is saying that if we are going to open the space, yeah, this is my space, and my body is kinesthetically, this is my own space. So how could I, if I say open the space, so I can open the space, open the space the way I wanted to. This is an open the space to me. I can do it small, my little place here, I can open it. This is the opening of the space. You are already making a dance about opening the space. Yeah, so you can open it big, and you can open it small. You can do it slow, opening the space, and you can repeat them. Repeating. This is my opening of the space, opening of the space, and opening of the space, my opening of the space. I can do opening of the space. Yeah, opening of the space. You gave yourself an instruction that I'm opening the space. You can moving around, opening, and opening the space. And then I can also, I lean on the space. So I lean on the space, lean the space. Yeah, I can lean. So my shape, my body shape. So starting to change. I said I wanted to lean on the space. Yeah, so I can open the space, and I can also lean on the space. So you can use your legs, lean, shoulder, head, lean into the space, lean to the space. So my body is going one side, lean on, right? I can making a dance of it. I'm just wanted to lean on. Yeah, I'm going to lean on the space, right? And I can also thinking about tracing the space. How about that? Tracing the space. I have my hands tracing. Yeah, I trace my hands, my head. I tracing my shoulder and my arm and my hands. I trace and I trace and I trace. I trace my space, and I can trace on my leg, and I trace on my stomach. That is the way I dance, and I trace on my side body. I trace, and I trace from behind, and I trace on my hands. And then you're almost like there is something happening, that you are making this thing, tracing, happening, circular shape, side body shape. You can shaping and tracing, tracing and tracing and tracing and tracing and tracing and tracing. You can trace, use your arm, and of course you can use your feet. You can trace, especially if we have draw a line in the floor and you tracing, you come in and you tracing, you come in. So you know what you are doing, you're tracing, and you're tracing. Then you can also, I'm hiding the space. And I'm hiding the space. And I'm hiding the space. And I'm hiding the space. You cannot see. I hide that space. So I am also hiding. You wouldn't see. I'm hiding the space. So you are already becoming very expressive. You are taking this space and hiding it back. And I'm hiding it. No one can see. And I'm hiding the space. And I hide it. No one can see. So we are already started 4 different directions. We said first is opening the space. We are opening the space. Opening. Just open. Yes, open. And we want to lean on the space. We want to lean on the other end. So we lean on the space. And then we can go for what we did, the third one. The third one is we are tracing the space. Suddenly, our hands coming into our own body. Our hands coming into our own body. Tracing it. But you're also tracing outside. You can see the sofa or the armchair. You can tracing that. Tracing it. You're tracing the shape. Yes? And then the fourth one is you're hiding the space. You're taking that and you're taking it with you. Yeah? So you can hand. So each of those quality, you decide. You can make it big and hiding and not giving. And or you can make it simple. Just coming to you and becoming disappeared. So we did 4. So I said today I'm going to introducing you 8 different kind of quality and to talking about that your body in space. So now let's go into the 5th one. The 5th one is I can disturb the space. Disturb the space. The space is peace, but I wanted to making it disturbing, and disturbing it. So your dynamic of your movement starting to change, disturbing the space. And then now the next one is we listening to the space. Let's listen to the space. Listen. Listen to the space. Some sound is happening. So if you want to be listening, you have to be a little bit quiet. And you're listening. When you listen, you make sure, if you are listening here, you make sure your ear is going into that direction. So your movement becoming focusing on the way you listen. Focusing the way you are listening. And you can also making yourself, I am breathing into the space. And I'm breathing in this space. You can go for one side. Go. Breathing in and out. You're breathing in and out. And you're breathing in all the way and out. And in and out. And in and out. Sorry, pants is falling. And down. You're breathing. And you're breathing the space. And you're breathing with the space. And you're breathing. You're walking. You're moving. But definitely can feel your breath. Your breath is there. And now let's hold the space. You hold the space. And you hold the space. You hold the space. It's all about how do you want to feel that. If you wanted to hold the space like this, or holding the space like that, and you're holding it like this, or you're holding it like this, or you're holding it like this, whatever you want, you're holding the space. You're holding the space. You're holding the space. While we are talking about this 8 different quality or a score, an instruction for you to move, if you can go from 1 all the way to the eighth, then you will have a sort of a score. Following the order, you can starting to create your own dance. But I wanted to, going back when we're talking about this Laban movement analysis, we wanted to understand the body, and we also wanted to understand how do we naming the body. So in general, we do a symbol is like a figure 8, and at the top of it, this top of your head, and then you have a bottom, and then that is the tailbone. So if you can move, be aware of where's your tailbone, where is the top of your head. The tailbone is rooting more deeper. Your feet is more grounding. So when you dance, when you move, you want it to be rooted. So just like a tree, if the tree is beautiful and strong and all the leaves are healthy and moving around, it is because the roots is very important. The roots is grounded, rooted very well, taking all the nutrients from the earth and fulfill the trunk, so the tree can grow very well. So you can see anything, even beautiful flowers, because they can, even though you're looking at them, they are pretty vulnerable, but they were also rooted very beautifully. The more they rooting, the more easier they growing upwards. So take that image, grounding and rooting. I think if you remember, we talked about this in the very beginning. So how about connecting that rootedness with your tailbone? Your tailbone is going down. Your tailbone is going downwards with your feet. And then all the energy coming through your body, but engaging with your tailbone along with your spine and to the top of your head. You don't have to think about how high you are moving up, but you just need to think about how low I can be rooted with my feet. And then you could start to feel the rhythm. You're definitely letting the energy penetrating through your feet and of course your tailbone and to the top of your head or wherever you want that to be. Could be hands, could be a shoulder, could be your collarbone. So those things is your decision, but it's the tip. It's not the root. The root is your feet and it's your tailbone. So if you can making that a very stable situation and you can move and you can dance, you can do whatever style you want to do, that is just enjoyable. Yeah. So we know about the tailbone. Make sure that you dance. You know you are working with your tailbone. And the tailbone will lead you. And you will know. Let it coming up through you. Yeah. That is very interesting. So you can softening all the part. Your body is like a cloth, just hanging there. So there's nothing tight about it. So you can really just loosen. Then you are dancing, not only entertaining, but you are dancing, but also to your great health. Because what dancing, it is the working on the energy. And so if you can moving that with you, you can do it fast or slow. It's totally fine. But make sure your feet is down and your tailbone is sink. It's sink. Deep sinking. So you feel rooted. So you can feel rooted almost like you are diving through your body. But make sure your knees not go forward. Your knees is straight because your tailbone is sitting back. So this way you can go down easily. And going up, through you're going down. Thinking about going down. Thinking about going down. Thinking about rooting. Not thinking about going up. Thinking about rooting. The more your feet, the center of your feet, the heel of your feet, and your knees. Make sure your knees and your nose and your toes is in one direction, always. And make sure now, when we're knowing our tailbone and your feet rooting, then let's think about our scapular. We think we talked about the scapular. Your shoulder, your arm is not from your shoulder. Your shoulder is initiating from your scapular going down. So you're rising your arm is not from your shoulder, but start from your scapular. You can feel light with your arm. Totally loose. Yeah, you are. And you are almost like, as I said, a hanger. Your clothes is falling. So if you can just take a step or a rhythm that is within your body, then you can start to feel the breath in the body. It's not only your breath here, but the breath through your entire skeleton. Yeah, so if you can just take a little bit step, maybe just a little bit, sink, and take a little bit, and sink. Yeah, take another little bit step, And so you can take that because you are light now. So you really need to go, could be going slow and going fast. Your entire joints, your body, your shoulder, your spine, your hip, your knee, your toes, your shoulder, your skeleton, your head. So all of them are very nimbling, and then you can starting to put it on a music. So I am letting you know. So when you are making a dance of your own, that is from this pointing on for the next few weeks.